Don't worry about the small things. I know I can do all things. Mama always told me that she was right. It's a party for here now.
Hey beautiful people, how are you all doing? Thank you so much for coming back to my video. So before we get started, I just wanted to say this is a video that was inspired by someone that asked me this particular question. Go ahead and like, comment something that you enjoy about this video, and subscribe, please. It'll help me so much so people that are looking for this type of content can find me. So the question I was asked to talk about was, how did I choose my school and my concentration or my certificate? So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at notes so I can stay on task. Let's start with a brief recap. For undergrad, I attended the Alabama State University in Montgomery, Alabama. I got a Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Services with a concentration in addictions. So when I was applying my senior year, my first step was to search for accredited programs. Of course, you don't want to attend a program that's not accredited. Your accreditation is the weight that your school holds, and it basically tells any other school or employers that your school is doing what it's supposed to do and accredited by whatever board it is that your program needs. So the accreditation that I was looking for was CEPH. I don't know if people pronounce that as something, but I'm gonna call it CEPH. That stands for the Council on Education for Public Health. I'm gonna go ahead and you can look in the description box if you want the site that I went to. On their website, they have the list of schools that are accredited under that council. So look in the description box if you wanna see that, if you're looking for a school and you wanna make sure that it's accredited. So I went to that link, and once I found some schools that I was interested in, I narrowed down what I was looking for. I narrowed it down to 5 programs. And how I narrowed that down was based on what they wanted to be able to get into the school, which I found that easy to do through SOPHAS. And SOPHAS is the Common Application. I'm not sure if they still use Common App, but when I was in high school, Common App is where you can apply through one program and it goes to multiple colleges. So that's what SOPHAS is, it's just for public health. So in SOPHAS, that's how I really narrowed down, because I think it's a lot easier to be able to click onto different schools and see what they're requiring. So I narrowed it down to 5 programs. UIC, which is the University of Illinois in Chicago, Tulane University in New Orleans, Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, Vanderbilt in Nashville, Tennessee, and UT Health, of course, in Houston, Texas. So my first choice was UIC. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. After spending 4 years in Alabama, I was ready to go home. Like, I loved Alabama because I met so many people that became family, and I had my best friend there. But I've been away from my parents for a long time, and I love my parents. Like, they're everything. So I was honestly ready to go back home, and I had planned out my life. But yeah, that was my first choice. We'll revisit that. My second choice was Emory, because I like Atlanta. Like, I've been a couple of times, you know, because of flights or for like little mini spring break vacations. So going to school there would kind of be perfect, because then I'd get a sense to actually feel what the city was like to live there. But I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I got denied from a lot of schools. UIC, denied. Emory, denied. Vanderbilt, denied. I got into Tulane and to UT Health. So Tulane offered me a scholarship, but in my opinion, it wasn't, I'm gonna be honest, to me, it wasn't enough in comparison to how much it cost to go there. That's how I chose my undergrad. ASU gave me what I felt that I was worth, that other schools weren't going, you know, that other schools weren't providing me. But for my master's program, I was more open, but I wasn't getting good vibes. I'm a vibe and an energy type of person, and my energy just wasn't sending me there. I have family that's in New Orleans, but it just wasn't right, and I could feel that. For a lot of my programs, I would prefer to have at least one family member there to bail me out just in case. But that just wasn't it. And UT Health, I felt good vibes from, I'm not gonna say the start, but throughout the application process. So UT Health was the last school to give me a decision. So the last school to accept me, but I kind of knew that they were gonna accept me. Their communication was amazing with me, and there was a mix up with my GRE scores. So I accidentally sent my GRE scores to UT Health as a whole and not the School of Public Health. So I ended up having to resend my scores. And the fact that they personally called me and said, hey, we don't have your scores, that meant something to me. I'm like, okay, you must want me, because that could have just easily been a denial, but no. In my opinion, they went the extra effort to communicate with me. So I had really good vibes around this school. And also my aunt and my sister live in Houston. So I'm like, okay, I've been there a lot of times, like I'm comfortable coming here. So in my opinion, everything fell into place. Now, where am I now? I currently am a first-year student at UT Health School of Public Health in Houston, Texas. And the elongated name for people that want the extra, the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston School of Public Health. My major is health promotion and health education, or health promotion and behavioral science. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm a little confused about that. Like, I know it's health promotion and health education. I think that's the umbrella. I think my major is health promotion and behavioral science. I just declared my certificate literally last week. So my certificate is going to be in health disparities. Certificates are totally optional in my program, but you know, I'm extra. I can't just graduate with a regular degree. Like, who does that? So, some of the majors that are in my program in the School of Public Health are biostatistics, environmental health, epidemiology, health promotion and behavioral science, management policy and community health. That's all one umbrella. And then there are like things within those majors, like, you know, little specific things within those. So I picked based on what I enjoy. I'm not a person who's gonna pick a career based on what makes money. Not to say I want to be broke, because no, but also I refuse to live every day of my life unhappy doing something that I hate. So yeah, I'm not gonna pick anything, you know, that has great money just because of the money. I want to actually enjoy what I'm doing and find value in the work that I am doing. So that's how I picked my major. Like I said, I just declared my certificate last week. The reason why I chose health disparities is because, I'm gonna be honest, I have what I like to call ADHD of the mind, of the thoughts, of the interests. People will ask me like, what are your interests in public health? Y'all, everything darn near. Like, I have so many interests. It's hard for me to narrow down just to one thing. But when I talk to a public health expert, they basically told me, like, you know, you're constantly evolving and that's normal. She's been in my field for over 5 years, and she said, you know, I'm still figuring out what I want to do. If I see, you know, I'll go with the ebbs and the flows of what I run into and what I'm enjoying at the moment. So it's totally normal to not know 1,000%, you know, where you want to end up or one particular interest. Some people do have one particular interest. I'm just not one of those people. So I chose health disparities because it is broad enough to encompass a lot of my interests, which are always evolving. Health disparities can literally be anything. So after looking through the coursework for that certificate, it was broad enough, and you can pick, of course they have the baseline courses that you must take, but then they have like the elective courses that you can choose whatever you want to take. And the electives were so diverse that I knew that's what I wanted to do, because I could really mix things up and make myself marketable no matter what I decided to like and do at that time. Like, I just want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So why do I have to be basic and just stick to one thing? You don't. So that is how I chose my school and my concentration / certificate. So if I could give you all 3 things, 3, here's what I would suggest. 1, make sure your program is accredited. 2, make sure you find, and everybody's not an energy person, but hear me out. Make sure you have good energy, good vibes around your program before you get there. Because if you're already feeling negative about your program, not to say it's not gonna work out, but who wants to start off on a bad foot like that? So if you think that you're not really feeling the location or anything about the program, please look into it before you consider actually going there, before you sign any contracts or any agreements. And number 3, choose what you love, guys. I know we are in such a money-driven society, but money isn't going to make me happy. And that's just me being truthful. Like, I want to make a difference and I want to do something that I enjoy for the rest of my life. People are different, and I give you that, but I'm not a person who wants to be miserable with all the money. I believe that I can do both. I can have everything. I'm unprocessed. Insert Brianna's blog. One of my schoolmates has a blog called The Unprocessed Life that's about being able to be everything and not conform to one part of life. I don't just want to have money, y'all. I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. I want to be whole. And I'm not going to choose to do something that I hate. And that's just me. So let me know what you all would like to see. I have a lot of good content-driven videos coming up for you guys all about public health. If there's anything that you want to see, let me know. If you've made it this far, don't be a hater. I deserve a like, I deserve a subscribe, and I deserve a comment to either let me know what you want or just say, hey, Tosh, you're doing great. So proud of you, sweetie. That's all. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all have an amazing day, week, month, year, school year, whatever you're doing. Be the best. And that's period. Thank you all so much.